Hello dear students, welcome for lecture 6 and that is the last lecture in solid state chemistry. The subtopics are 1.9 to 1.10. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, ह्या सॉलिड स्टेटच्या शेवटल्या आणि 6व्या लेक्चरमध्ये मी तुमच्या सगळ्यांचं पुन्हा एकदा स्वागत करते. आज आपण सबटॉपिक शिकणार आहोत 1.9 आणि 1.10. So let us study the electrical properties of solids. So there are 3 electrical properties of solids. Conductors are the substance which conduct electricity. Metals are the good conductors of electricity. सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे आपल्या. So the electrical conductivity is in the range of 10 raised to 4 to 10 raised to 7 per ohm per meter. Examples of conductors are metals and electrolytes. Metals, they are electropositive elements. काय करतात ते? त्यांची प्रॉपर्टी काय असते? ते इलेक्ट्रॉन देतात. So metals conduct electricity by movement of electrons, while electrolytes conduct electricity by movement of ions. Next property is insulator. For the insulator solids, electrical conductivity is in the range of 10 raised to minus 20 to 10 raised to minus 12 per ohm per meter. Now examples of insulators, you know, glass, rubber, plastic, then non-metals and molecular solids are the examples of insulators. So solid substances which have low or very poor conductivity are the insulators. Substances which have good conductivity are conductors. Substances which have low or very poor conductivity are insulators. And the third property is semiconductor. Semiconductors, they lie between conductors and insulators. Semiconductors are the material which have conductivity between the insulators and the conductors. See, electrical conductivity is in the range of 10 raised to minus 6 to 10 raised to 4 per ohm per meter. So examples of semiconductors are metalloids like silicon, germanium. सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे silicon, germanium, they are semiconductors. They behave like metals sometimes, like non-metals sometimes, and therefore they are called as metalloids. Few properties similar to that of metals, few properties similar to that of non-metals, therefore metalloids. So semiconductors which have conductivity between metals and insulators. Okay, next let us study band theory. Band is made up of closely spaced electronic levels. Now here we'll study the conductivity, insulators and semiconductors in terms of band theory. Now it is a useful way to visualize the difference between the conductors, semiconductors and insulators. इथे आपल्याला जास्त चांगल्या प्रकारे समजणार आहे ह्या 3 प्रॉपर्टीज मधला फरक. Now band theory, band formation is correlated to formation of molecular solids. Band theory considers formation of valence band and conduction band. Now conduction band, it is the highest energy band containing electrons. ज्यात इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतात, ज्याची कंडक्टिव्हिटी हायेस्ट आहे त्याला म्हणायचं, ज्याची एनर्जी हायेस्ट आहे त्याला म्हणायचं कंडक्शन बँड. इट इज फॉर्म बाय इंटरॅक्शन ऑफ द आउटरमोस्ट एनर्जी लेवल्स ऑफ क्लोजली स्पेस्ड ॲटम्स. इट मे बी पार्शली ऑक्युपाईड ऑर व्हेकंट. तो व्हेकंट सुद्धा असतो किंवा पार्शली ऑक्युपाईड असतो. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी when electrical potential is applied. This band theory determines the energy level of electrons in the crystal. A band is made up of closely spaced electronic energy levels. So this is about the conduction band. Next is valence band. It has lower energy level than the conduction band. Electrons are tightly bound to the respective nuclei. And the band gap, it is the energy difference between valence band and conduction band. Valence band आणि conduction band मधली जी जो एनर्जी डिफरन्स आहे त्याला बँड गॅप म्हणतात. बँड गॅप प्लेज इम्पॉर्टंट रोल इन द मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टू कंडक्शन बँड. इट इज ऑल्सो नोन ॲज फॉरबिडन झोन. आता हे ॲक्च्युली काय आहे हे आपण पुढच्या ह्याच्यात बघूया. Now let us study electrical properties of conductors, insulators and semiconductors. So conductors, metals are the conductors. So valence band and conduction band are close to each other. Energy gap is zero or no band gap. The valence electron in the metals are present in the conduction band. The number of electrons in conduction band of metal are very large and hence they are good conductors of electricity. The conduction band in the metals are called as S bands. इथे दाखवलेलं आहे बघा, S band and P band. Overlapping of S and P bands takes place. Valence electrons from S and P orbitals of metal atoms delocalized. They form a sea of electrons that is surrounded by positively charged metal ions. Conductivity decreases with increase in temperature. An example is metallic sodium, metallic magnesium, etc. Now insulators. Now in the insulators there is a filled valence band and empty conduction band, and there is a large gap between the filled valence band and empty conduction band. फिगर सगळ्यांना समजलेली आहे. ही जी बँड गॅप आहे ही लार्ज आहे. Valence band is completely filled with electrons and conduction band is empty. Forbidden zone is large. Conduction band remains vacant. So even after heating or increasing the temperature, it is not possible for the electrons to jump from filled valence band to empty conduction bands. Next are the semiconductors. When valence band is completely filled with electrons and conduction band is empty but the energy gap is small, they are called as semiconductors. बघा मगाशी मेटल्समध्ये ही बँड गॅप 0 होती, इन्शुलेटरमध्ये ही बँड गॅप खूप जास्त आहे आणि सेमीकंडक्टरमध्ये ही बँड गॅप कमी आहे. सो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जम्प थ्रू स्मॉल बँड गॅप ऑन ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ थर्मल एनर्जी. A pure semiconductor which has low but finite electrical conductivity is called intrinsic semiconductor. Electrical conductivity increases with increase in temperature. Next, extrinsic semiconductors and doping. A process of adding minute quantity of impurities to a semiconductor to increase its conductivity is called as doping. या सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये अतिशय थोड्या प्रमाणात एखादा वेगळा सबस्टन्स ॲड केला. कशासाठी ॲड केला? कंडक्टिव्हिटी वाढवण्यासाठी. तर त्याला म्हणायचं, त्या प्रोसेसला म्हणायचं डोपिंग. आणि जो सबस्टन्स ॲड केला इम्प्युरिटी म्हणून, that added impurity is called as a dopant. A dopant semiconductor having higher conductivity than pure intrinsic semiconductor is an extrinsic semiconductor. the conductivity can be increased by adding less quantity of impurity to the semiconductor. Okay, so extrinsic semiconductor have higher conductivity than pure intrinsic semiconductor because of that added type of impurity. There are two types of eccentric semiconductors. They are N-type and P-type. Now what do you mean by N-type? Contains increased number of electrons in conduction band. N-type semiconductor is obtained by adding group 15 element to the semiconductor of group 14. ग्रुप 14 मध्ये कुठला आहे? सिलिकॉन आहे. सिलिकॉनचा ॲटॉमिक नंबर काय आहे? 14. The electronic configuration is neon configuration is complete 3s2 3p2. किती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत? व्हॅलन्स शेल मध्ये 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत. तर हा सिलिकॉन ह्या सेमीकंडक्टर मध्ये जो ग्रुप 15 ला बिलॉंग करतो त्यात ग्रुप 14 ची इम्प्युरिटी ऍड केली. ग्रुप 14 ला बिलॉंग करतो त्यात ग्रुप 15 ची इम्प्युरिटी ऍड केली. 15 ला कुठला आहे? फॉर एक्झाम्पल फॉस्फरस. निऑन कॉन्फिगरेशन इज कंप्लीट 3s2 3p3. आता बघा सिलिकॉन मध्ये 4 व्हॅलन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे, फॉस्फरस मध्ये 5 व्हॅलन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे. मग इथे हा इम्प्युरिटी ऍड केली. कशात? सिलिकॉन मध्ये फॉस्फरसची इम्प्युरिटी. 14 ग्रुप नंबरच्या एलिमेंट्स मध्ये 15 ग्रुप नंबरची इम्प्युरिटी. काय होतं? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन अनबाउंडेड राहतो. येतंय लक्षात? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन अनबाउंडेड राहतो. सो N फॉर निगेटिव्ह एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ॲडेड. हा एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे ना फॉस्फरसचा, इट इज ॲडेड टू दिस सेमीकंडक्टर. So N for negative, N type of semiconductor, they can be obtained by adding 15 group elements such as nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. to the group elements of 14, that is carbon, silicon, germanium. Doping with silicon with phosphorus. Silicon has tetrahedral structure. It is linked with 4 other electrons. The overall crystal structure of silicon remains the same. 4 of the 5 valence electrons of phosphorus are used in bonding. फॉस्फरसच्या 5 पैकी 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बॉन्डिंगला वापरले जातात. आजूबाजूच्या सिलिकॉन ॲटम बरोबर बॉन्डिंगला वापरले जातात. Thus, phosphorus has 1 extra electron that is needed for bonding. So, in this type of conductor, P has more number of electrons in the conduction band than pure silicon. And this is about the N type of semiconductor. Next, P type of semiconductor. It is produced by doping a pure silicon with impurity of group 13. मगाशी आपण बघितलं इम्प्युरिटी ग्रुप 15 मधली टाकली ज्याच्याकडे एक एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन होता. सो निगेटिव्ह इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ॲडेड, देअरफॉर एन टाईप. आता इथे कुठल्या ग्रुपची इम्प्युरिटी टाकणार आहे आपण? ग्रुप 13 ची इम्प्युरिटी टाकणार आहे. ओके, कुठला आहे? बोरॉन बिलॉंग्स टू ग्रुप नंबर 13. इट्स ॲटॉमिक नंबर इज 5. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन काय आहे बोरॉनचं? 1s2 2s2 2p1. मग ह्या सिलिकॉनपेक्षा एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कमी आहे बोरॉनला बॉन्डिंगसाठी. बोरॉन हॅज ओनली 3 व्हॅलन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, दॅट इज 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लेस दॅन प्युअर सिलिकॉन. Boron atom occupies normal position in the silicon lattice, but it does not have enough electrons to form 4 bonds with 4 neighboring silicon atoms. Boron atom has bonded with only 3 silicon atoms. This missing 4th electron, एक electron कमी है, missing है with boron. This missing fourth electron in boron creates a electron vacancy called as a hole. This will try to accept or gain electron from its close atom. आता याला एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कमी आहे, हा याच्या शेजारच्या ॲटम कडून घेईल, हा तो त्याच्या शेजारच्या ॲटम कडून घेईल. सो this will this will boron will try to accept or gain the electron from its close atom, and then a hole behaves as a positive charge and therefore called as P for positive, P type of semiconductor. When potential is applied to this positive hole can be added through doping, and the hole moves in opposite direction. Now let us study the last point, and that is magnetic properties of solids. These magnetic properties describe the behavior of any substance under the influence of magnetic field. Now electrons, they spin clockwise or anti-clockwise. Two electrons are present in every orbit, and one is spinning with clockwise direction, another is spinning with anti-clockwise direction. If electrons are paired, magnetism is not observed. Diamagnetic solids. All electrons are paired, and these substances are weakly repelled by magnetic field. डायमॅग्नेटिक सॉलिड्समध्ये सगळे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पेअर्ड असतात आणि त्याच्यामुळे त्यांच्यामध्ये मॅग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज दिसत नाहीत. एक्झाम्पल आहे बेन्झीन, सोडियम क्लोराईड एक्सेट्रा. नेक्स्ट आर द पॅरामॅग्नेटिक सॉलिड. Unpaired electrons are present, and these substances are weakly attracted by magnetic field. इथे अनपेअर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्सच नसतात डायमॅग्नेटिक सॉलिडमध्ये, इथे अनपेअर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन असतात, तेव्हा they exhibit magnetic properties, but they exhibit magnetism only in presence of external magnetic field. They lose magnetism in absence of magnetic field. This point is very important. Example, oxygen, CO2 plus ions, etc. Then next and the last property is the ferromagnetic solid. They contain large number of unpaired electrons, and these substances are strongly attracted by magnetic field. काय असतं त्यांच्यात? त्यांच्यात number of unpaired electrons are more, so therefore they are strongly attracted by the magnetic field. They can be permanently magnetized, again very important. Examples of iron, cobalt, etc. So here we have finished with the first topic, solid state. Read the chapter very carefully. I wish you best of luck.